What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to do an entire back workout with a couple bicep movements in there as well. But I'm going to show you the entire thing from the warm-up that I do through all my sets of back and then the couple things for biceps. Today, as I think for all back workouts, you should include deadlifts. So I have a top set of 2 on deadlifts, and then I have back offsets where I drop the weight a little bit and I do 6 triples. So we're going to get into that. Jeez, camera's shaking a little bit. Pre-workout is kicked in, so let's get in the garage and get to it. Start pulling some weight. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys what I do with the empty barbell to kind of warm up before I put any weight on the bar. I don't really do a whole lot of warming up or stretching before loading weight on. The reason for that is because every morning when I wake up I do some foam rolling and some mobility work, which I can make a video on in the future, showing you guys what I do every morning when I wake up. So right now I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I have an empty barbell here. I do some rows, I do some stiff leg deadlifts or RDLs, whichever you want to call it, and then I also do some good mornings with the empty bar as well. The purpose of doing this is to just loosen up the back, upper back, mid back, and then the stiff leg and the good mornings will help loosen up the hamstrings and the glutes and the lower back to help me push through a deadlift and finish with a strong lockout. So let's get into it right now and I'll show you guys what I do. So we're going to start with the rows, and then I'm going to go right into the stiff legs and the good mornings. All right, so I just finished my top double for the day. And in the program, the Crucible Culture Power Plan, the plan for today was 370 for a double, and then back off sets of 310 pounds for 6 sets of 3. My laziness kicked in, and instead of walking around the gym looking for the 2.5s that are always so hard to find, even when you own the place, I decided to just do 375 because it was just easier to load. And for the back down set, instead of doing 310, I'm just going to do 315 because it's just easier to keep 3 plates on than having to strip one and get like a 35 and who knows, I don't know. So upped everything by 5 pounds today. In the grand scheme of things and in the long run, it really won't make that big of a difference. But it's good to know that the weight for the top double moved as expected. So moved very well. I feel good. So let's continue on with the workout, shall we? want to preface something with these barbell rows. They're going to look different than your traditional strict bodybuilding style row, where when you get the weight off, you bring the weight up, you're very strict in, bringing the bar in to really squeeze the lats in the back. What I'm doing can be referred to as a power row, where the main goal is to build more power and more strength in the mid back and the upper back for when I'm pulling for deadlifts. So by gripping the bar a little bit wider than shoulder width and bringing the bar off down to get a good stretch, and then using what would be similar to a deadlift motion to get the bar up and into you. So by doing that, in that kind of motion with more jerk and more upper back power to really raise the bar up, it'll help carry over to my deadlift strength off the floor. So, learn something new every day. $185, 3 sets of 8 power barbell rows, complete. All right, so the back portion of the workout is done, and well, aside from shrugs, and I know it doesn't really seem like much because I just did, I mean, when you look at it on paper, deadlifts, barbell rows, and now on to one thing for biceps and shrugs. Now the reason that is for a couple of things. I mean, when you look at it, really though, I did a top double and then I did 6 triples. So combined, I did 20 reps of working weight. And then I switched over to those power barbell rows for 185 pounds for 3 sets of 8. So the reason I don't really add more in when I'm going for straight up strength is because my back is actually my strong point in my entire body. So in order for other things to catch up or, you know, kind of get in line with my back, I pull back on the volume for back, unless I'm going for straight up, you know, hypertrophy or, you know, getting leaner and, you know, toning up a little bit or something like that. I'll add in more volume. But for going for straight strength, I pull back on the volume, stick to specific things that will directly complement my deadlift. So let's get into my bicep exercise, which is 3 sets of 12 on my favorite bicep movement, which is dumbbell incline curls. They're fantastic. Great stretch in the bicep because you're on the bench. You get to stretch all the way down and come up. I love it. So let's get to it and check it out.